inviting viewers into a neighborhood that looks charming on the surface, but hides plenty of secrets behind its manicured lawns and glowing porch lights. Starring and executive produced by Keke Palmer, the new Peacock series reimagines the suburban paranoia of the classic Tom Hanks film while layering it with modern satire, mystery, and emotional depth. Alongside Kapil Talwalkar, Paula Pell, and Julia Duffy, Palmer leads a cast that transforms a seemingly peaceful cul-de-sac into a place where everyone knows everyone, and yet no one truly knows anything at all. During a lively conversation, the cast reflected on what makes the Burbs feel both nostalgic and entirely new. The show was filmed on Colonial Street at the Universal Studios lot, a location famous for doubling as Wisteria Lane on Desperate Housewives. That shared DNA isn't accidental. Palmer herself describes the series as a new Desperate Housewives, not because it copies the formula, but because it captures that same irresistible tension between perfect appearances and messy human truths. The connection to Desperate Housewives runs deeper than the location. One of the familiar faces fans may recognize is Max Carver, who once played one of Felicity Huffman's TV sons on the iconic series. That casting choice subtly bridges two generations of suburban storytelling. For viewers who loved unraveling secrets on Wisteria Lane, The Burbs offers a similar thrill, just filtered through a sharper, more contemporary lens. According to the cast, the heart of the show lies in its characters. At first glance, each neighbor feels like an archetype, the friendly one, the suspicious one, the eccentric one. But as the story unfolds, those assumptions are slowly stripped away. What begins as satire evolves into something deeply human. The show leans into genre tropes only to flip them, revealing emotional histories, hidden motivations, and long-buried secrets that bind these characters together in unexpected ways. The tone may be playful, but the mystery at the center of The Burbs is real. There's an old Victorian house at the end of the street, an unsettling presence that fuels whispers among the neighbors. Rumors swirl about whether the house is haunted, whether a murder once took place there, or whether something even darker still lingers within its walls. No one knows the full truth, but everyone has a theory, and those theories begin to fracture relationships that once seemed unbreakable. What makes this tension so compelling is how ordinary the neighborhood feels. These are people who drink wine together on the porch, who borrow sugar, who smile and wave every morning. They know each other's routines, their pets' names, and their favorite snacks. That familiarity creates comfort, but it also creates vulnerability, because when people think they know you completely, your secrets become far more dangerous. As the cast explained, the brilliance of the writing lies in how it captures that contradiction. On this cul-de-sac, everyone gets along, everyone claims to love living there, and yet there's an undercurrent of unease that never fully disappears. The closer the neighbors are, the more pressure there is to maintain the illusion of perfection, and when cracks begin to form, they spread quickly. The show reflects a universal truth about communities of all kinds. Whether it's a neighborhood, a school, or a workplace, there are always unspoken hierarchies. There are the people who whisper, the people who watch, and the people who pretend not to notice. In The Burbs, that dynamic becomes the engine of chaos. Conversations start innocently enough, questions about what someone is up to, or why they were seen leaving the house late at night, but soon spiral into suspicion and paranoia. Despite the escalating madness, the series never loses its emotional grounding. Beneath the humor and absurdity are moments of genuine connection. The cast emphasized that the show isn't just about secrets, it's about care. It's about what happens when neighbors show up for each other, even when they don't fully understand what's going on. One particularly moving aspect of the series is how it portrays community support. In an early episode, the neighbors come together to check on one of their own, storming into her house with concern rather than judgment. They ask what she needs: food, drinks, company, without hesitation. From her perspective, the moment is overwhelming but comforting. It's the realization that she isn't alone, that people are watching out for her just as she watches out for them. That sense of mutual care is something Keke Palmer connected deeply to, both as an actor and as a producer. Taking on double duty behind and in front of the camera was a natural decision for her once she read the script. By the time she joined the project, the concept was already taking shape, but the writing immediately drew her in. She wanted to know more, to turn the page, to solve the mystery alongside the characters. Palmer described the story as a whodunit, one that is infused with warmth and comedy. It's quirky, strange, and laugh-out-loud funny, yet grounded in recognizable emotional experiences. For her, the show is ultimately about people taking care of each other, even when they're flawed, even when they're hiding things, and even when they make terrible decisions. The cast also highlighted how the show balances chaos with tenderness. As wild as the situations become, there are quiet, touching scenes that remind viewers why these characters matter. The writing allows space for vulnerability, for moments when masks drop and truths surface. That balance keeps the story from tipping too far into parody and ensures that the audience remains emotionally invested. In many ways, The Burbs taps into why ensemble shows resonate so strongly. The idea of a group of people who always have someone to talk to, someone waiting in the kitchen in the middle of the night, is deeply comforting. The cast referenced The Golden Girls as an example of that timeless appeal. Viewers return to those shows not just for the laughs, but for the reassurance that no matter how strange life gets, connection is always possible. That same promise exists in The Burbs. As weird as the characters are, loneliness isn't an option. Someone is always knocking on the door, peeking through the blinds, or asking questions they probably shouldn't ask. It's intrusive, yes, but it's also proof that no one is invisible. Of course, with connection comes complication. Secrets don't stay buried forever, and some are more explosive than others. The show hints that the safest town in America may actually be filled with people desperate to escape. As truths emerge, alliances shift, trust erodes, and the neighborhood's polished image begins to crumble. Yet even as things unravel, the series never loses its humor. The absurdity of suburban life is constantly on display, from questionable legal logic about entering unlocked houses to the sheer confidence with which neighbors insert themselves into each other's business. These moments provide levity while reinforcing the show's central theme. Boundaries are blurry when everyone thinks they belong everywhere. For fans of the original The Burbs film, the series offers subtle nods and Easter eggs that honor its roots without relying on nostalgia alone. The cast teased that longtime fans will recognize visual cues, tonal callbacks, and thematic parallels woven throughout the episodes. These references are designed to reward attentive viewers while still allowing new audiences to fully enjoy the story. Ultimately, The Burbs is a show about appearances versus reality. It asks what we really know about the people living next door and how much we're willing to overlook in the name of harmony. It explores the tension between privacy and community, suspicion and support, humor and heartbreak. With its sharp writing, dynamic ensemble, and iconic setting, the series positions itself as both a love letter to classic suburban mysteries and a bold reinvention for a new era. Filmed on streets that once housed the secrets of Wisteria Lane, The Burbs carries that legacy forward, proving that behind every perfect home is a story waiting to be uncovered. As the cast made clear, viewers should expect laughs, gasps, and moments of genuine emotion. They should expect to question their assumptions and maybe even recognize pieces of their own neighborhoods in the chaos on screen. And, above all, they should expect a reminder that no matter how desperate things get, connection is what keeps communities alive, even when those communities are hiding the darkest.
For full video, click related link below or like and subscribe this channel.